Hello, Colas, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with ANSU FATI, as the Barca youngster is reportedly on a special strength and endurance program since the month of February. We are going to be discussing more on that as we move ahead. Then to conclude this video, we are going to be talking about UEFA President Safarei, who have recently sent a strong warning to Barcelona over the Negreira case, as he emphasized that the situation is very serious. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. According to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona youngster Ansu Fati has been put on a special program to improve his strength and endurance since February. The 20-year-old is understood to be working 2 extra sessions per week, and the results have pleased the club. Fati went through a difficult period in the last couple of seasons due to injuries and fitness issues that never seemed to end. While he has not had any recurrence or relapse of those injuries this season, game time has been hard to come by for the Spaniard under Xavi Hernandez. As per the report, considering that Fati had critical injuries in his left, Barcelona felt it would be apt for him to be put on a special training program to boost up his strength and endurance. To that end, Fati is set to work 2 extra sessions per week in the gym, doing exercises aimed at increasing his strength under the watchful eye of Bezos and Ivan Torres. Of Under the watchful eyes of strength and condition coach David Bezos and Ivan Torres, who is responsible for the physical preparedness of players. And the report further claims that Barcelona are happy with what they are seeing from the La Masia graduate, with the results said to be largely positive thus far. Ansu Fati, who is still just 20, has been in the spotlight a lot this season due to his reduced importance in the team. The focus on him only intensified after his father's explosive interview, during which he lashed out at the coaching staff and the club overall as the forward's lack of minutes. However, the Spanish international remains focused on succeeding at Barcelona and will hope to build on his goal in the win against Elche on Saturday night. Ansu Fati, of course, have had a very difficult season. This is a guy that we all want him to succeed. This is a guy that we all love despite his poor form. And I was so happy that Fati netted against Elche, at least hoping that that will boost his confidence to an extent. Fati have gone through a lot. His father not happy about the situation, no doubt about that. To the extent of going to the media to lash out against Xavi, the coaching staff, and Barca overall, which for me was a little bit immature from his dad, but I think he has get away with it. I think Ansu Fati apologized to the club for such a behavior. Xavi himself was quizzed on that, but he said, look, he trusts Ansu Fati. It's just a matter of compete with the other guys in your position. The best in that position needs to play more. It's for the team. It's not just for Ansu Fati. Decision making for game time is for the whole team to win, not that they want to please a father or want to please a particular player. There should be that equality, and that is why Xavi emphasized that on his pre-match press conference ahead of the game against Elche. Fati, according to reports, going through a very, very special program, of course, on a special strength and endurance program since February. And of course, Barca, according to reports, are happy with what they are seeing. Because this thing for me is more of a little bit of mental issue. Like, Fati is not really good. Like, he feels pressured maybe by the 10, or he feels like expectations are high or whatever, I don't know. But there's something more than the physical. And let's hope that This special training program will help Fati to improve his game because that's the main goal of this, right? Barca have been doing so, trying so hard to ensure that Fati can come back to his best version, which I have not seen for a very long time. And if this is a good program, then so be it. Hopefully, it works out well, and of course, it will be good for all parties involved. Fati needs to come back because Javid doesn't want to risk putting Fati in starting 11 all the time when he does not make that impact that we all need to see. And I'm very happy that Fati had to start the game against Elche because these are the kind of games that they are not too. With all due respect to Elche, Xavi had to use Fati there, and oh my goodness, he scored, which was a good thing. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona have found themselves in a serious controversy due to the payments made to former vice president of the referees committee called Enrique Negreira. The payments were made between 2001 and 2018, with the club insisting that they were for services such as scout reports on youth players and technical reports on referees. However, allegations have been leveled against the Catalans that the payments were made to influence referee decisions, even though no evidence has been found to support those accusations. Meanwhile, UEFA have launched an investigation into the matter after La Liga president Javier Tebas took the matter to the European Union, with UEFA's Ethics and Disciplinary Committee looking into the Negreira case. The president of the governing body, Alexander Seferin, has spoken out on the matter and what it could mean for Barcelona. Speaking to a Slovenian publication called Equipa, Seferin said, I cannot comment directly on this for two reasons. Firstly, because we have an independent disciplinary committee in charge of all this. And secondly, because I have not dealt with this matter in detail. However, I can say one thing. I have informed myself and the situation is extremely serious. So serious that, in my opinion, it is one of the most serious in football that I have ever seen. Further elaborating on the matter, Severin added that, unlike in La Liga, where the incident is past and statute of limitations, there is no such thing when it comes to UEFA. He said, at the level of the Spanish league, of course, the matter is time barred and can have no competitive consequences, but proceedings are ongoing at the level of the Spanish Civil Prosecutor's Office. But as far as UEFA is concerned, there is nothing time barred here. When asked if Barca will be punished and whether the case will have sporting consequences for the club, Severin said, I can't and I don't want to answer that. As he reiterated earlier, there has been no evidence found to support the allegations that Barca benefited from referees' courtesy of payments. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.